I'm making this video for every single one of you that just get with in this modern society. And you have to see this shit for what it is. Some of you are already far good enough. Like, there's not much more you could possibly do. A lot of the time when you deal with people, it is not a you issue. It is a they issue. This modern world, bro, is full of lies, is full of gaslighting, is full of shit. Like, I just don't want you guys to be fooled. Because people is looking to fool you. Yeah, they're looking to fool you. They're looking to your head. So much so you don't know what's going on. You're about to call a damn search party to go searching for somebody that you was talking to because they're just not there no more. This is what we're in. This is the mess we are in this modern society of the world. And I make this video today so you guys don't get blindsided. As long as you know the truth, nothing is going to affect you. As long as you know what's going on, nothing's going to affect you. It's what you don't know what's going on. It's overthinking things. It's, oh my God, what is happening here? What is happening there? You're being lied to. You're being gaslit by somebody. If you're dealing with somebody, I don't care who it is. It might even be a friend. It could be a relationship partner. It could be an acquaintance. It could be anybody. If you don't know what's going on in this situation, if you're dealing with some girl, if you're a girl dealing with some guy and you don't know what's going on, and you had something going on with somebody, something is up. That's all you have to know. Something ain't right with this person. They're doing something. They have some sort of plan. They have some sort of agenda. And the last thing you should be thinking is, what did I do? Or you apologizing for something you didn't even do. There's something wrong with these individuals, bro. Today is one big head game. And whenever you start to live your life is when you stop playing this big old head game. Like, you're still going to deal with people to a degree, but it's like, you don't just participate in their game. You cut their game short. You're a disruptor. You disrupt what is going on in modern society today. You make a fool out of anybody who tries you. Because they're not going to get too far because you've already seen every trick of the trade. There's nothing that could possibly just fly by your head. You know what's going on. But some of you don't. I'm telling you guys right now, a lot of you are far good enough as you are. There's really nothing that has to really change. There's really nothing that has to change with yourself. But something sure as shit has to change with these individuals. Things just can't go right, it seems, right? Because there's something wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong with the individual you are dealing with. Yeah, there is. Something. There's something. We don't know what it is, but there's something. Something's not right. Could be a friend. Could be someone of the opposite gender. Could be anybody. Could be a family member. Like, you guys know what I mean. Like, you come across these situations sometimes. People start to act funny. People start to act weird. And especially when you deal with somebody in the opposite gender. they are going to quit your head. They are going to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. And it's because you're too good. It's not the other way around. You are too good. They are too insecure. They are too scared of what could happen. Instead of letting it be something that could bless their life to infinity and beyond, they are that insecure. They are that scared to actually just get things going. So it's going to be a massive head game. It's going to be a big head game. Are you ready for the head game? Like, if you feel a person's worth it, you can participate, I guess. You can see how things are going to play out, I guess. But just know what's going on. Just understand what's going on. Confident people, people who have their shit together, are confident in themselves to get something going on for real in any situations. The others don't. They're not that confident in themselves to get and maintain you. So what do? Artificially inflate their own value, gaslight your mind to make themselves seem like they're actually better than you. And this is why I make this video today, to tell you guys it is not the truth. It is a big head game. It's a game of power. It's a game of lies. It's a game of manipulation. It's all these things. And you can only see these things so many times before you have fully caught on to what's going on. It's almost like every move they make, you saw coming. They make another move, you saw it coming. You've seen it before. You have seen these things before. And you're going to see it again and again and again. So it's like, how many times can you see these things before you just know what's going to happen? You know what's going on. Like I said, man, a lot of you guys are far good enough. Honestly, the problem in today's society is not even, oh, we have to self-improve and all this shit. I'm going to tell you guys something right now. Speaking for myself, I was always good enough. I never had to do a lot of shit I done. I have drastically improved my life over the years. I didn't have to do that to get a specific somebody. Before I even tried, I was pulling the better looking girls that you're ever going to see around. I really didn't have to do anything like particular. I didn't. It's all because I want to do it. It's who I am, regardless. So this is what I'm saying. A lot of you are far good enough. There's not much you have to do. You don't have to get ripped to get this girl, six-pack, everything else. You don't have to do it. You could get exactly who you're going to get without even doing any of that. That is the truth. Like that, it's not necessary. If you're going to do it, it's for you. I'm never going to stop the gym because it's for me. Like, I have to be involved in some sort of physical activity or a sport or gym or something. Like, I'm a workhorse. I work all day, all the time. When I don't have to, I can go and build houses on 2 hours of sleep and just keep rolling through the day. Sometimes. Because I genuinely like to do it. Like, I like to get up and get after it, bro. That's who I am. But I'm telling you, man, for some of you, it's like you're already far good enough. Some of you might not be. Some of you might need some improvements in some areas to get your confidence up and whatnot. But a lot of you are already far good enough. So stop allowing people in this modern society, whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl, to gaslight your mind to make you think otherwise. Some people are doing too much, bro. Some people's doing way too much, and I don't want to put a specific person on blast here, but it just comes to mind. It's like, bro, you almost look stupid for how far you're taking things. Bro's starting to look like a woman. He thinks his looks matter that much. And I don't want to start to say anything else because it's going to give it away who I'm talking about, but it's like, man, you don't have to do all that. Like, you are who you are, you're good enough as you are, pretty much. Like, you don't gotta do anything too extreme. You don't. Just be you. Do the things you like. That's what's going to do everything. Be the person who you are. If you're a funny person, you're a funny person. You're not gonna stop being a funny person for some chick. In fact, they like funny guys. Of course you wouldn't stop. But just be you. You don't need face routines and a whole bunch of crazy going. Like, you don't need all that, man. Stick with the basics. There's nothing too crazy going on. There's some rough looking dudes out there, bro, with like dime pieces for chicks. I'm telling you, man. Just be you. Be like, you have a style. Be who you are. You don't have to start implementing a lot of things and start veering off into somebody you're not. You have a style. Stick to who you are. Stick to what you want to do. And everything else is going to play out the way it's supposed to play out. Over time. Some people think there's something wrong with me because I can't get this person or something. Bro, that's not even meant to be. Like, if you don't have the person, there's nothing you're going to do that's extra to get the person you want that you don't have. That's the truth. There's nothing extra you're going to possibly do to attract a person who already don't want you. There's nothing you're going to do that's extra that's going to do that. They just don't want you, and that's fine. That's why I'm saying be who you are. And sure, you can get better and develop some skills and whatnot, but be who you are. Don't develop skills you don't even need to develop because you think it's cool, it's going to make you more attractive or whatever it might be. Like, be you. Do the things you want to do. Because if you don't, you're going to attract a person you might not even like. That's why it's important to be who you are. Does this make sense? People are told the wrong things in modern society, bro. When I go to the gym, when I go to certain places, you can tell some of the guys that are roaming around and they have an identity crisis. They're being a certain way and acting a certain way that it's just not them. Like, it's just not who they are. And some of these guys are young. They could probably figure it out over time and stuff like that. But you got something else about life, bro. You got to give yourself time. God's timing is everything in this life. When I was 24 years of age, I had next to nothing because that was what needed to happen. Sometimes we get put in these positions and it's all a big test. It's a big test. We get tested so much in life. Like, most of life is just one big test, and how you react to these tests, what you do during these tests, is going to multiply over time for how many wins you get. Can you check off this box? Can you beat this test? Are you strong enough to do it? Are you strong enough to go through this adversity and keep fighting and keep going? Are you a warrior, or the littlest things happen and it just sets you back even further and it gets you down and whatnot and everything else? Or are you going to break through shit? It don't matter what happens. It don't matter how harsh a test is. It's going to make you better. Because that's who you are. You refuse to lose. And that's why I'm saying, man, at the end of the day, be who you are and do the things that is in your heart to do. I always had a natural speaking ability. I remember being like a younger kid, at least younger than I am now, like giving my own family lectures, like in the house. Like just like speaking to them, like just like when I was like a kid, it's like I was an adult. And I'm speaking to adults, like full grown adults, like giving them speeches and everything else. It was always in me to be a speaker. I will die being a speaker. Because it's in me. It's engraved in me. I always had that. I always had a very powerful, sound mind. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. I know how things work, etc., etc. So you have to keep being who you are. And if you keep being who you are over time, who you are just improves, so you're going to get better at who you are at what you're doing. That's what's going to improve. Don't start going down some road that's not even you. Thinking you have to do this to do this or do that. You don't have to. What you do have to do is continue to be who you are. That's what you have to do. And get better at being who you are. Who you are should not change. It should just get better. Does this make sense? So, like I said, life is a huge head game. There's going to be twists and knots and pulls and tugs and there's going to be some resistance sometimes. There's going to be some force. And that is why you have to become a force to be reckoned with. Another test that you're going to pass. If you don't pass a test, you're going to pass it the next time. Why? Because you learned. Not all of us passed every test we were ever given. In fact, a lot of us have failed at many tests. But guess what? That same test is going to come back and boom. You passed it this time. Why? Because you were ready. Sometimes we're not ready in life, guys. Sometimes in certain positions in our life, we're literally not ready. Sometimes we're not ready to date and we don't even know it. You just keep failing and failing and failing and failing and failing with the girls, or you keep failing and failing and failing and failing and failing with guys because you're probably not ready. You might think so, but you're just not. You need more time to develop. You need more time to be who you are and get better at who you are. And there's a test that probably happened in the past that you failed because you weren't ready. If you were ready, you probably would have passed it. Things may have worked out, but it didn't because that's what was meant to be. A similar test come, now you pass. Why? Because you're ready. Things might be meant to be. Do you guys understand this? And like I said, in this modern world today, to be honest, a lot of people ain't ready. But they want to play the game. They want to artificially inflate their value. They want to mess with your head. This whole time, they're the ones that aren't ready. The whole time, you are perfectly made from chiseled from stone. You're prepared. You are prepared for everything. You're ready for everything. You're already far good enough. And you're going to get some individuals that come along sometime, bro, and make it seem like you're not. Just by playing games, by being weird, by doing weird shit. But they are the ones that ain't ready. They are the ones that ain't ready. They want to be ready, but they're not. And that's the thing. Like, man, as I continuously go on in life, let me put it this way. I know more this week right now than I knew last week. And guess what? Next week, I'm going to know more next week than I know this week. And some people ask why. How do you have so many topics to talk about, bro? How many lessons do you have to teach to learn? How do you do this? For that exact reason. I know more this week than I knew last week. And I'm going to know more next week than I know this week. That is why. Things are always happening. Lessons are always being learned. And there's no better feeling on earth than this same formula just continuously going on. There's no better feeling. And there's no worse feeling than just stagnance. You feel like nothing's happening, nothing's changing, you're not changing, nothing's changing. That's the worst. And sometimes we get put in those positions as well. I remember back in 2018 feeling this like extended period of time of stagnance. And at the very first day of 2019, I moved. The very first day, January 1st, 2019, I literally went in the spot I was living in before this one. And a lot changed fast. And before that, I felt like mad. I felt irritated because I have a lot to do right now. But I'm held back. That's where the stagnance, sometimes we get put in those positions. But you're always going to come out of those positions and grow. So don't beat yourself up too bad when you feel like things are just stagnated too much for your own liking. Just keep letting life go, and I promise you that will change. That season will change. And you will get to places where you want to be. And whenever those seasons change and you have more of an opportunity for growth, you have to be so engraved in that growth. You have to live that life. Like, that's what you wanted. You're in this position. Now it's time to go. Now it's time to learn. So that's the video for today. And like I said, man, don't let these people in modern society gaslight your mind. Don't let them lie to you. Don't be fooled is what I should say. Like, don't be fooled. I have come so far to this point in my life. I know when people are bullshitting. I know when people come around me and they're acting a certain way, and it's like, brother, you're an absolute shill. Like, if I'm being honest. Like, you're an absolute shill. Don't even. Like, bro, stop acting. Stop acting that way. Because you're not that guy. Like, I know when people's doing that. They have to do that. They have to do that to even keep up with who you are. They feel the need to have to do that because they don't want to approach you like a student. They want to come around you acting like they know a whole bunch or something, or they're on your level, bro. Just stop. Just stop. Give yourself time. Give yourself time. Stop fooling yourself because you're not fooling me. These are little games that goes on, bro. The games with all the girls. The games with even just your acquaintances and people around. It's like people are just not comfortable being who they are. That's why there's a lot of work to be done. So you are comfortable being who you are. And that's when you're going to hit peak attraction level. Don't be fooled. I'm out.